Leave the world behind. Director Sam Esmail explains his controversial ending conversation. Esmail said, "But the expectation is at the end of disaster films, your cast of characters overcomes the disaster, and the world reverts back to some sane semblance of normalcy. I knew that I wasn't going to do that. It is clear that the Obama-directed movie did not foresee the coming disasters. Going back to normal, the movie is interpreted by many to be a warning to people of color in America to leave the country behind. The ship named the White Lion approaching the shores in the movie was symbolic of the new slavery system approaching. The White Lion was a ship that brought the first Africans to the English colony of Virginia in 1619. Why would Obama warn people of color in America? I believe the answer is found in how Trump started his campaign in 2016, using hatred of people of color, Muslims, and immigrants to motivate the extremes of his base. He never slowed down but doubled down, preying on people's worst fears, using their anger as a glue that kept them loyal to him. Obama and most of us know how the story ends. To those who don't, look at the blueprint. Trump is following 100%. Trump mirrors Hitler accurately, using Hitler's terminology in a coded way, which white supremacist understands well. Hitler also started his campaign using his hatred of immigrants to motivate people into making him the most evil dictator of the 20th century. According to Hitler, it was the sacred mission of the German people to assemble and preserve the most valuable racial elements and raise them to the dominant position. All who are not of a good race or chaff, wrote Hitler. It was necessary for Germans to occupy themselves with care for the purity of their blood. Hitler's racist ideology, identifying the Aryan as the genius race and the Jew as the parasite. Trump said he prefers white immigrants from Europe and called immigrants of color degrading names, called them parasites poisoning American blood. To avoid losing his moderate base, he sometimes pretends that it is all about illegal immigration. But we all heard what he said about people who were born and raised here. Didn't he question Obama's citizenship simply because he was black? The end result of Germany was state-sponsored genocide that killed 6 million Jews and millions of other immigrants who lived in Germany. Already the extremes of Trump supporters have been talking about civil war or genocide to take their country back and restore the white race as the dominant power. Unlike Hitler, he will succeed because he learned from Hitler's mistakes. No man will be able to stop him, as he keeps fulfilling prophecies of the end times. Figure will usher the world into the greatest time of suffering since God created the world, the Great Tribulation.